are many benefits to home ownership. In fact, if you're a longtime listener to the Martini Mortgage Podcast, you know that one of my 5 financial benefits of home ownership is the potential tax benefits you may receive. For many, there is a tax deduction option for the interest one pays and also for the state and local taxes. Yes, there are potential tax deductions one can take when you have a mortgage and a home. But did you know that there's a 6th financial benefit of home ownership that is reserved for first-time home buyers only? Now, if you are a first-time home buyer, there are actually 6 financial benefits, and the 6th one is a tax credit. You heard me correctly. I said tax credit. This episode of the Martini Mortgage Podcast is about the tax credit for first-time home buyers in North Carolina.
This is the Martini Mortgage Podcast with Kevin Martini.
Welcome to the Martini Mortgage Podcast. My name is Kevin Martini, and I'm not just the host. I am the branch manager and senior mortgage strategist with the Martini Mortgage Group at Benchmark Mortgage, which is located in Raleigh, North Carolina. Yes, our headquarters is downtown Raleigh. However, we help families all over the Triangle. We help families in the Triad. We help families at the coast, and we help families in the mountains. The initials for North Carolina are NC. The NC also stands for Nothing Compares. In this episode of the Martini Mortgage Podcast, I'm going to be talking about a very unique first-time homebuyer program we offer here at the Martini Mortgage Group at Benchmark Mortgage in conjunction with the North Carolina Housing and Finance Agency. But first, let me define what a first-time homebuyer is. If you think you are a first-time home buyer just once, you are incorrect. Yes, you can be a first-time home buyer more than once in your lifetime. The definition of a first-time home buyer is one that has not previously owned a home in the last 3 years. So, if you have never owned a home previously, obviously, you're a first-time home buyer. If you have owned a home in the past, however, have not owned a primary residence in the last 3 years, you are a first-time home buyer again. Now, have you ever heard of the term MCC? MCC stands for Mortgage Credit Certificate, and it's offered by the Martini Mortgage Group at Benchmark Mortgage in conjunction with the North Carolina Housing and Finance Agency. And the North Carolina Housing and Finance Agency is also known as the NCHFA. You know who I am, but who the heck is the NCHFA? The NCHFA is a self-supporting public agency that finances affordable housing opportunities for North Carolinians. The Mortgage Credit Certificate offers a tax credit. A tax credit is materially different than a tax deduction. In short, the difference between a deduction and a credit is a credit directly decreases the amount of tax you owe, while a deduction lowers your overall amount of tax. It is my opinion a tax credit is materially better than a tax deduction. However, do not fret. If you are eligible for a tax credit, you will also be eligible to take the deductions off of your federal taxes if you itemize. Please know, I am a mortgage strategist, not a CPA. Always seek advice on taxes from your tax professional that you use. Now, the MCC or Mortgage Credit Certificate that the Martini Mortgage Group offers with the NCHFA is a tax credit, and all deduction opportunities remain available. If you qualify, perhaps better said would be this: eligible buyers receive a federal tax credit of 30% of the mortgage interest paid annually on existing home. If you qualify, and many of the families I work with at the Martini Mortgage Group do, one could save up to $2,000 per year on your federal tax liability. I want to highlight that this is not a once and done opportunity. The ability of saving up to $2,000 per year on your federal tax liability can be rinsed and repeated every year for as long as you are in the home and that home is your primary residence. Now, I know what you are asking. Kevin Martini, am I eligible? If you are a first-time home buyer, and as I said earlier, a first-time home buyer is one who has not owned a principal residence in the last 3 years. If you are a military veteran or are purchasing a home in a targeted area in North Carolina, you may be eligible. You must occupy the house within 60 days of closing, and your income and home sales price may not exceed certain limits. Now, the income is a family income, everybody that's going to live under the roof. You must be a permanent legal resident of the U.S. to be eligible for the mortgage credit certificate. So let me give you a Kevin Martini example on how this works. Please understand, I'm sharing this as an example and for illustration only. On a $148,000 mortgage with an interest rate of, say, 4.5%, again, just for illustration, you may pay $6,660 in interest for the first year of your home loan. The mortgage credit certificate offered by the Martini Mortgage Group in conjunction with the NCHFA would allow you to take a federal income tax credit up to $1,998 in this example. So, how did I come up with this math? I took the interest paid during the year, in this example was $6,660, and I multiplied it by 30%. Please note that you can still claim your mortgage interest deduction for the remaining 70% of the mortgage interest paid if you itemize deductions on your federal tax return. Now, here is the best part. You can get the benefit when you file your taxes, or you can get it every week in your paycheck. That is correct. You can get the tax benefit in your paycheck every week. You see, a couple of months from when you close, you will literally get a certificate in the mail. Now, this certificate is suitable for framing, but if you elect not to frame it, you could take it to your human resource department and adjust your withholdings to compensate for the tax credit. Yes, the tax credit is immediate. Well, immediate after you receive it in the mail post-closing. Let me say this in another way. If you are buying your first home, you could save up to $2,000 in taxes annually, every year that you live in that house as a primary residence. Now, the Martini Mortgage Group is located in Raleigh, North Carolina. Raleigh is located in Wake County. A family cannot purchase a home greater than $275,000, and the family income, everybody under the roof cannot have income greater than $89,500 to be eligible. Now, there are 100 counties in North Carolina, and every county has different limits. If you have questions about the county you live in, just give me a jingle at 919-238-4934. If you have questions about the mortgage credit certificate, just give me a jingle, 919-238-4934. In closing, is buying a home right for you and your family? I do not know. However, I do know that you owe it to yourself and you owe it to your family to explore your options. A great resource that covers the things you need to consider when buying a home is the Martini Buyer Guide. I believe it simply and effectively communicates the current opportunity. You can get free and instant access by going to www.martinibuyerguide.com. Thank you. Thank you for tuning in to the Martini Mortgage Podcast. Please share this episode with someone you think may benefit from the mortgage credit certificate. And always know, if you want trusted advice from someone that has a caring heart, not commission breath, I am here. My name is Kevin Martini, and my number is 919-238-4934. Thank you for tuning in to the Martini Mortgage Podcast.
The Martini Mortgage Group makes real estate dreams a reality with trusted advice in a stress-free environment with great rates and on-time closings while providing a world-class experience. If you or someone you know has questions about the current mortgage rates or the current mortgage programs, please reach out to the Martini Mortgage Group at 919-238-4934. The information contained in this podcast presentation is for general product information purposes only. Arklatex Financial Services, LLC, NMLS number 2143, doing business as Benchmark Mortgage, makes no representations or warranties of any kind expressed or implied about the completeness, reliability, suitability, or availability with respect to the information, products, or services. All loans subject to borrower qualifying. Other restrictions may apply. Branch Manager Kevin Martini, NMLS number 143962. Branch located at 5650 Six Forks Road, Suite 101, Raleigh, North Carolina 27609. Contact the branch by calling 919-238-4934. Equal housing opportunity.